So to somebody who has a chicken house, it will cost you 2 million Ugandan shillings from day one up to the 4th month. When it comes to the local chicken, they take 6 months to mature, 4 months to lay eggs for the hens. Then for the cocks, it is okay for 4 months. You can easily sell. Some they can go for a year. It depends how you rear them. For example, they are those, for example, like me. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for stopping by. If it's your first time, then please consider subscribing. Here we talk about farm. We farm, we grow the food, we do everything about the farm and the homestead. There is somebody asked me, how much does it cost to start 100 indigenous local poultry chicken? Today we're going to talk about that. First of all, before I go any further, I'm going to tell you the charges in my own currency, so you can transfer them into your currency. As I'm talking to you, I'm coming live from Uganda, of course, so I'm going to talk about every in Ugandan shillings. When we talk about local poultry or indigenous chicken, we're talking about those chickens, as in those poultry. When we talk about the poultry, it goes beyond the turkeys, the chickens, the geese, the game fowls. But today we are talking about the chickens, and we're talking about the indigenous birds, or the one you call the local chickens. The local chickens are the chickens in your area. For example, if you are staying in Mukono, the chickens around in your area, not the exotic breed. So somebody asked me, he wanted to talk about in form of business. So we're going to talk about in business, and may keep it in mind that my own way of rearing chickens, it might not be your own way of rearing chickens. So there are so many options for you to start rearing the chickens. But for me, I prefer the baby chicks. For example, if you're going into business, I prefer for you to go with the baby chicks. For me to start my poultry farm, I did not start with the baby chicks because I looked for the mature chickens, the one which we are laying into my village. Then I started collecting. That's how I came up with my poultry. But let's talk about you who is focusing about as in business. When it comes to business, of course, it means business, it means making money. First of all, you will need chicks. The baby chicks. When we talk the baby chicks, the standard price for 1 day old chick is 3,500 each chick. So if you are buying one chick 3,500, that is the standard. Actually the highest is 3,500. So if you're buying a chick of 3,500, I wouldn't advise you to start like 10, 5. No, you'd rather go with the mature chickens. But today we're talking about somebody who wants to start from zero, as the baby chick. That is 100 chicks. So 100 chicks will cost you 350,000 Ugandan shillings, and 350 Ugandan shillings, it is equivalent to $100. It is it is 95. It's something close to $95. So you will transfer it to your currency. And the next thing, after ordering your chicks, of course, the next thing, you are going to prepare where you are going to put your chicken. For example, if you don't have a chicken coop, a chicken house, a shelter where the chicks are going to be, of course you have to get one. Let's say that you don't have a chicken house. Of course, prepare your $100, something close to, not actually, you prepare, if you don't have a chicken house, prepare something which close to $300. That is 1 million for a chicken house, the cheapest, only for 100 chicks, only for 100 chickens. Yes, you can start small and say that I'm building a temporary chicken coop for only 1 million. That is close to 300. That is close $300. But let's say that you have a chicken house. I wouldn't go beyond it. I'm not going to talk about the chicken house because it costs according to how many chickens you want. Let's say you have a chicken house. So to somebody who has a chicken house, it will cost you 2 million Ugandan shillings from day one up to the 4th month. When it comes to the local chicken, they take 6 months to mature, 4 months to lay eggs for the hens. Then for the cocks, it is okay for 4 months. You can easily sell. Some they can go for a year. It depends how you rear them. For example, they are those, for example, like me, we rear our chickens for semi-free range system. For you can say no, mine are going to stay indoors. That means business, you are going to give them food, they are not going to look for their own food. But there are so many shortcuts. That 2 million, it can even go below. How can it go below? Like this. I always tell you to grow your own food. For example, vegetables. For example, as in the chicken, take everything. You are next to the school. You go and collect the leftovers. The chicken crops we eat every day. That means you have to plan for your chickens. They also eat every day. So let's go into what you need after ordering the 100 chicks. Let's go what you need. The 100 chicks will cost you 350,000 shillings. From there we are going to talk about the brooder. Of course, about the brooder, let's say you have a house already, a chicken coop already. For the brooder, we shall need the first thing, we shall need beddings. When we talk of beddings, let's say wood shavings, let's say coffee husks, let's say rice husks, anything which you can access easily. In my area, we can access sawdust, but it is not good for the baby chicks. So in the next thing which we can access easily is coffee husks. Here in my area, each coffee that sack goes to 12,000. You will need only one sack, but to some areas it goes to 5,000. That is not even $2. So you go into your area and look for that you look for the beddings which will work for yourself. And then we need a brooder paper. A brooder paper for the first days. The first 1 week, the chicks don't differentiate between food and the beddings. So you will need that brooder paper as a bedding to your chicks. In my area, it costs 10,000 Ugandan shillings, and that is not even $2. So you just translate into your currency. Then you will need disinfectant. Disinfectant, let's say it will cost you 20,000 Ugandan shillings. Then you will need drinkers. Drinkers you will need only for drinkers. Each drinker goes for 80,000 Ugandan shillings times 4. That you need 32,000 Ugandan shillings. Then you will need feeders. Feeders you will need 8. Each one costs 2,000. That will take you to 20,000 Ugandan shillings. You will need light. When it comes to the chicks, from day 1 to 1 month, they need to eat day and night. This is a baby chick. You never know when he or she is hungry, so you will live in the light 24 hours. It depends how your house and how your coop is built, because remember they also need heat. So when it comes to light, some use heat lamp, some use electricity, some use solar, some use kerosene. It depends, kerosene lamp. It depends what you can access in your area. So that one I'm not going to talk about it. Let's say it will cost you 30,000 up to from day 1 up to 1 month. Then we talk of heat. Heat, when it comes to heat, I've already told you about heat lamp, but the most cheapest is using the charcoal stove. Currently we have what we call briquettes and brooder stoves. If you can get that one, only one, you'll need 50,000 Ugandan shillings, but the briquettes, each one costs to 22,000. It costs 2,000. You will need like 10 of them. That you, if you chose to be expensive. But if you don't choose to be expensive, you will need the brooder pots. Each brooder pot costs you 5,000. You will need 2, and that will take you to 10,000 Ugandan shillings. 10 Ugandan shillings, it's not even $3. It's coming to $3, I think. And you will need the charcoal. In my area, the charcoal costs 80,000 Ugandan shillings. Then from there, you will need food for the chicks. A sack of food, let's say a sack of pellets. You know, this is starter. The chicks are just starting to as in from day 1 up to 1 month. This is baby chicks. Of course, they are starting slowly. You'll need the starter foods, and that is called pellet. Pellet, we have so many companies which have pellets. According to my company I use in my area, it costs 140,000 Ugandan shillings in my area. Remember, in your area it might go expensive, it might be maybe something which is not expensive, but let's say 130,000 Ugandan shillings in your area, around 100 from 130,000 Ugandan shillings to 160 Ugandan shillings. That is if you were far from the city. That will cost you. Then we shall need the baby chicks, the feeders for baby chicks. It depends. Some use these serving trays, others use the peppered egg trays. It depends, but for the locals we use paper egg trays, and that will cost you 4,000. At the end of the day, you are going to use these same trays when the chickens start laying. Then from there, you will need transportation. We did not talk about the transportation. Remember, when you order chicks, of course you need the transportation. You order one, you need charcoal, of course some need transportation. Let's say 20,000 Ugandan shillings, about whatever you need. Then we shall need glucose, vitamins and vaccines. This is where the farmers go when we're talking of Business, of course, business. The vaccines. When it comes to vaccines, never take a shortcut. For the locals have so many shortcuts, but if you are in the place where you cannot have, as in you don't have a garden like me here, whereas I have land where I can grow other things, the supplements, as in I can grow my neem tree, I can grow my moringa, I can get my chili. You can either go to the markets and buy those things, or you can visit the farmers and get those things for free. Yes, you can put your transport, or you can do, as in they're being sold on the market. Take care of your chickens. How? Yes, you are going to vaccinate the Gomboros, the Newcastles, but at the end of the day, give your chicken some aloe vera, give your chicken some neem tree, give your chicken moringa, give your chicken, as in treat your chicken naturally. Here, we usually don't vaccinate most of the times, unless when it is in the rain season. There are some, when it comes to the rain season, it is very difficult to monitor. So we use those natural remedies, the neem trees, the chili, the garlic. If you don't have them, they are on the market. We have in Uganda, we have fresh market produce. Go to the markets, they are there. As in, treat your chicken naturally. For 1 month, from day 1 to 1 month, it will cost you roughly 700 Ugandan shillings, 700 to 750 Ugandan shillings. Then from 1 month to the second month, you will need 100 kilograms of broken maize. You can mix it according to what you want. Here in our farm, homestead, as well as in our farm, we have supplements. We grow our own food. So in most cases, we just get the broken maize and we supplement them with other things like the banana peelings, like the curly leaves, like the cabbage leaves, as we have so many things. But if you don't have those things, as in you cannot access them, that means you are going to go for commercial feeds. We have sunflower, we have fish, we have soya. You can go and understand your chicken, that my chicken, it needs this. From 1 month, from 1 month to the second month, your chicken will eat approximately 150 kgs, and that will cost you 270,000 Ugandan shillings. Emitwalo 27 eja Uganda. Then from there, second month to the third month, by the way, each kilogram will cost you 800 Ugandan shillings. In my area currently, that is cost you, but to some areas, some will cost you 1,600 to maybe to 2,000. That's how you should calculate. Here we just estimate from the second month to from the third month. From the second month to the third month, you will need 240 or 200 kilograms if you have the supplements I'm talking about. I talked about the supplements. But if you don't have where to grow these things, I've been teaching you how to grow in the sacks, how to grow in the containers. But if you don't have that time, if you have the next school, you can go and look for the leftovers. But remember to give tips to those who to where you get the leftovers. Why? People these days, they can easily poison they can easily poison people. So if you are not sure of where you are getting these leftovers, don't give. It's better you you'd rather go and buy the commercial feeds. Then from the 3rd month to the 4th month, you will need 300 kilograms. That's if you don't have the supplements I talked about, and that will cost you 540,000 Ugandan shillings. Emitwalo 5 mwena eja Uganda. And lastly, if you are to count all that money from day 1 up to 4 months, will cost you 2 million and something. That is equivalent to $250. Isn't it? That is so beautiful. So if you want to rear 100 chickens, you will need 2 million Ugandan shillings. 2 million Ugandan shillings, or you need $250. But it can go below if you have these other supplements. If you can easily grow your own food, if you can correct the chicken leftovers and so many other things, if you can go and get the greens for your chickens, all of them will cost you that. We did not talk about water because I believe everyone has water in your farm. That is the first thing. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for being here. Happy farming as well as happy gardening. If you need any video, request it in the comment section. I'll be glad to do it. As I already told you, here we talk about farming. Here we grow we farm everything. Thank you very much for walking this journey with us. See you again in the next video. Love you.